Yeah, this guy, there's a big house going up next to me next door, and they just yesterday got the first layer down of roofing plywood. So I bet they were hustling,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
and they're probably, I would be anyway, worried about possible storm damage.
Yeah.
And they're probably, I would be anyway, worried about.
Yeah.
So now I know how long it takes to go from where I'm sitting to a satellite to your computer because I just heard the.
Yeah. All right.
Heard,
Well, hey, holy smoke. Sunday morning, Harry.
is it us? I'm.
W-
I have to find out. Oh! I'm so busy protecting my tongue from it. Sunday morning scalding that I almost forgot to do the snap a
the
toast.
snap toast. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right. Good. Well, hi, everybody. Uh,
I I
Sunday
thought we should.
morning.
Yeah, I've got another idea for merch. If
What's
you're
that? Oh, yeah, I'm
if
ready.
it's not too early for merch,
Never.
by the way, hint hint.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
We are being the Snap It Brothers as we are. I think we should have a line of rubber bands. Good morning,
Good
Linda.
idea. With your name on it. With our name on it.
Right.
Yeah. Personalized rubber bands. Good morning, Linda.
No, I think if we're going to personalize them, we should promise to put the name of the viewer on.
Well,
So
that too. How big are these rubber bands?
about there.
Well, let's get the usual out of the way. We need subscriptions. We're slowly climbing up the subscriber ladder. Thank you very much for those that have subscribed. We want more. We
Yeah,
just want more.
we're greedy capitalists.
I know.
We
Yeah.
aspire to be greedy capitalists. So far, I
If only
don't
we
know if it's
give
working
us a
out.
chance. Okay,
We
well,
could, we could we could have a greedy capitalist GoFundMe page. You think
well,
we'd?
let's start one. It's just blatant greed.
Yeah, shameless.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
that's the essence, isn't it? Capitalism,
yeah.
shameless. Oh, shit. Why should we be embarrassed?
Yeah. So Wednesday we went west to Corriganville, home of the old movie ranch, which all the not all but quite a few old westerns, movies and TV were shot there, and it was a big tourist destination. You could go visit the movie ranch and everything, but it burned to the ground. I think somewhere in the 1970s. Not sure. They used to take kids from elementary schools on field trips there. So let's start at. Oh, we started at the old Susanna Cafe.
Yeah, originally, I didn't realize that was named for the train station. I thought that there was a woman named Susanna who
Don't you cry for
founded.
me?
Yeah.
Well, this is. Oh, now these are not in the right. These are not in chronological order. This is at Corriganville. This is my attempt at. I don't know. Perspective, leading lines. That kind of thing.
No, it's a nice combination of order and traditional composition
Yeah.
with twigs, branches, sticks,
It's
and
also.
foliage that messes the order up.
Yeah, it's a small statement of nature slowly reclaiming its territory there with the
Yeah, yeah.
overgrowth. Oh, now we're at the old Susanna Cafe. You had a very nice shot of this wagon last week, but I thought it was my turn.
Securing the lamppost.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if it was for the background, that'd be a good picture.
It really bugs me when developers come along and put up houses that wreck a nice vintage wagon picture.
A perfectly good picture turned into a snapshot with condos. Oh, well. It is a cool wagon, though.
They probably didn't even hold city council hearings.
Can you imagine? Okay, this is after breakfast, and Harry documenting the photographic journey that I'm taking.
I was going to ask, who is that? Then I realized, oh, it's me.
Well, wait a second. Yeah, so I figured, hey, we'll got a good picture of the cafe. Let's get a real cool sun flare in there. And then I completely forgot how to do sun flares. Aperture was all wrong. Everything was wrong. I did try to move the camera a little bit to get more sun, but it
There
didn't
it is.
help. And,
That looks like a comet.
oh
You got
yeah,
a comet.
it's the end of the world as we know it. And anyway, these did not work, but I got a nice picture of you, I guess. And here's our old friend Roy.
Roy.
We stopped in. Oh, we left Corriganville after one or two pictures, and gave Harry a chance to put on some sunscreen. And
Could have documented that.
we ended up driving around a little bit. But we ended up here at the Chatsworth Lake Market. Met Roy, had a chat for, I don't know what. We must have talked to him for 15, 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Great guy, great story.
yeah.
Really made our day meeting him. Check out the On the Loose video for a little taste of that.
Yeah.
The accompanying piece. And well, there you go.
Reflections, coolness. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, this is it was hot and humid. This is a couple days before our Hurricane Hillary, which is just
Yeah,
now starting to manifest itself.
yeah,
Thank you, honey. Yeah, Roy's little market there is real cool.
yeah. It is. Yeah, it's got
As if,
wagon wheels and everything up on
yeah,
top.
that old Buckaroo Roy, you know.
You know those wagon wheels look like mandalas or mandalas,
Uh,
and that fits right in with the Roy mystique
maybe
because
that's why he chose those wagon wheels.
he was quite a spiritual fellow.
Yeah. This had this just the word ice with a picture of ice on it had a particular appeal in that weather also on
Yeah,
Wednesday. Not to
yeah, we
mention
were
the
a lot cooler.
reflections.
We quit sweating
Yeah.
when
So
we saw that.
as soon as we saw it. All right,
More
there's my
wagon wheel.
yeah, more wagon wheel, that old buckaroo, you know. Well, this was an attempt at some distortion. I think I got some, and clouds would have been fun.
You know, I was just thinking. I'm not always sure what you mean by distortion. What are you thinking of?
Well, perspective, you know, with
Lines,
the
lines.
wide angle lens,
Uh,
when you get too close and it's at a tilt, what's the word? There's a word where they, you know, if all right, if I take a picture of a skyscraper,
yeah,
and my camera is perfectly level, it'll be great. But as I tilt up, the
yeah,
top of the building will come together. Well, like this sign.
yeah.
They have lenses for that called tilt shift lenses, which helps correct that. Gosh darn it, there's a word for that particular type of distortion, but that's what I was going for. You know, the leaning building thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Did you um uh did you darken the right and left upper corners of that, or is that
No, no, that's a
it looks like
natural
yeah,
vignette.
a little vignetting, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably that. I don't know if my camera was wide open for that. I doubt it because it's pretty bright out there. I don't know. I got some vignetting on other pictures that kind of surprised me too,
Uh-huh.
but it looked okay. I hope I didn't put it in by habit. There's Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Hope you're watching, Roy. By the
Yeah.
way, my lottery ticket didn't win, so we're in the
Oh,
same boat.
you know what? I forgot to even look. I'm gonna say we were so charmed by Roy that we bought lottery tickets and
Harry bought
began
his first lottery ticket.
ever, yeah. And ever since then, 90% of my waking hours have been spent fantasizing what I would do with the several billion dollars I'll have left over after taxes.
Mine is already wadded up on the kitchen counter.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
forgot to take mine out of my wallet. I might have won.
Oh, what if?
Yeah, I can continue my fantasy because I don't yet know that I haven't won.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you.
I want to point out that we patronized Roy. We bought something to drink, and that is my bag of something or others. to his, near his elbow on the counter, which I hadn't
Oh,
hadn't yet opened and gobbled down.
and I might mention that in our little interview on the On the Loose video, we can clearly hear you enjoying your bag of Doritos.
Oh, really? I chewed as loud as I could.
It was the bag crinkling that was really an interesting. I want to point out, as a non-smoker, look at the price of those cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, but, I've been reminded several times on Tuesday mornings. I usually get Cheetos just as a snack.
Yeah.
I forget who always tells me this, but Cheetos are the only fast food a crow won't eat. But I have no qualms.
What do they know? Those
Yeah, right.
darn crows.
Yeah, they're missing a taste.
They only have the brain of a 7-year-old.
Well, where does that put me? Thanks.
No, you're old. You've matured past the age of 7. That was a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
But there's another side shot of Roy.
At least 12.
Yep. He was cool in the saddle. Easy to
Yeah.
talk to. We went further west, past Chatsworth Lake Chatsworth, and this is called Sage Ranch Trail or something.
Even though there's no trail.
Yeah, actually, you can't see it. If you look at the On the Loose videos, it doesn't look like there's any trails. But once you go past those rocks, there's several hiking trails, and it's kind of popular. A lot of times you go there on a weekend. That parking lot that we were in has several cars in it. But Linda and I have actually braved the terrain there, the 15 steps or so, and had picnics on that very table.
Isn't it hard to? Oh, thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Isn't it hard to carry your food and your walking sticks
and your snake bite kit?
Boy, I'd forget my food before I forgot my snake bite kit.
Yeah.
I came here for a picnic, but all I had was a snake bite kit.
Darn snake.
And there's no snakes around. And the snake bite kit, that's for the snake when I bite it.
Here, bite this.
Oh, man. We're obviously having too much fun.
Too much.
A hurricane here.
This is fairly typical of old Chatsworth. Chatsworth was the last of the horse ranches and wide open prairie in the San Fernando Valley, and they shot lots of movies up there in those hills. Not only, thanks, Bob.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm trying to think where the other movie. Well, there was Spawn Ranch up there where the Manson thing happened, and there's a couple other movie studio things. There's another one up in Santa Clarita.
By the Manson thing, you mean that's where the Manson family?
Yeah, this Spawn Ranch.
Oh, wow. I kept waiting for Hopalong Cassidy to come jumping out from behind that rock.
Well, if you Google, a lot of Hopalong Cassidy, Roy Rogers, and the Lone Rangers were all shot up there at Corriganville. And matter of fact, one of the big rocks at Corriganville is called the Lone Ranger Rock because that's where he goes hi-yo silver in the opening credits, and his horse does his little thing there.
Okay, piece of trivia. I know silver is somebody's horse. Trigger is somebody else's horse.
Roy Rogers.
Okay. What was Hopalong Cassidy's horse's name?
Oh, no. Oh,
Sorry.
no. Oh, no. I used to love Hopalong Cassidy. By the way, if you ever get a chance to go watch an old Hopalong Cassidy movie, there's still lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think his horse's name was Adderall.
Here, Adderall.
Whenever he said, I've got to go out and get Adderall now. Everybody thought he meant his horse, but he was really on his way out to drug up.
It was a cry for help. Well, what about Gene Autry?
What was his horse's name?
That was a Champion? One of them had a horse named Champion, I think.
No, that's a breakfast cereal.
Yeah. And a pair of socks in my case.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, when they say breakfast of champions, that means horses
Oh,
eat it.
that was a clear link.
Yeah, right. It took the Snapper brothers to find it, though. You're
Hard
welcome,
hitting
everybody.
investigation. Well, there we go. Just another picture of the weeds and stuff. I thought this was going to have more, I don't know, clarity, but I think the sticks and branches are too close together or something. Anyway,
Is this on autofocus or are you focusing the manual?
no, I forgot about manual focus last week. Ooh,
Oh, that's nice. Who took that? Oh,
you
I
did.
did.
You did.
Yeah. Huh.
You
You
could
know,
if you use your imagination, you could see the bad guy sneaking around that rock with his 6-shooter.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, last time I watched the Hopalong Cassidy movie was not that long ago, and I swear I don't know why this cracked me up, but the bad guy literally came out from behind a rock and said, "Stick 'em up." I laughed out loud. Oh man,
But
how cool!
yeah, but those are 1940s movies. Those
40s,
1940s,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
those 1940s script writers, they were on top of it. Let me tell you.
Man, I'll tell you. And
When
getting
in doubt,
winged. You could get winged in those days. You know, when you get shot in the shoulder,
right? Yeah.
and then they always end up with the black armband and their arm in the same. Well, you winged me, you know.
You know what? I think the simpler thing to say in the past tense is they won me.
Yeah. I've been wonged.
Tune in for Snapology and the Snap It version of etymology.
We'll close all those missing links.
Yeah. Education may be suffering, but you can always come to the Snap It
That's right.
brothers
You can always get the right information with us.
for an awakening.
Well, there's the long and winding road back to my house. I don't know, just a pretty picture, I thought, and why not?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
This is back
That
up here.
really looks cool. Yeah, that and I like the black border. How did you do that? I like that.
Well, I don't like using presets and pre-made filters and stuff, but I have this thing in Lightroom called Silver FX, where it's a bunch of presets for black and white photos, and I was noodling around with that, and I thought that doesn't look half bad.
Yeah.
So
No, that looks really
I
that looks
left it
cool.
in.
Very
I was
cool.
going for a vintage look, but
It has it.
yeah,
That looks like what William Henry Sullivan found when he came out here in his covered wagon darkroom.
yeah. How about that? How about
William
that?
Henry Jackson. I think I'm mixing up two early California photographers.
Hmm. Thank you.
Yeah,
Linda.
yeah. Thank you, Linda. I mean, thank you on Kurt's behalf. I like it too. It's got that jumped at me immediately when it came up.
Cool. Thank you. That's the idea.
And I like the way the rocks in the lower right balance the picture off against the picnic table.
Yeah, I guess that's my general appeal. Is it's fairly balanced.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish there were more clouds, but Southern California, you're not going to get them every day.
That would just be melodramatic.
It's corny. It would be corny, wouldn't it, to have clouds?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're looking at the truth there.
That's
Nothing.
exactly right. The hard, naked truth. The little tiny puffy cloud off on the right.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, don't tell me we're through already.
Dang.
It was a hard day for picture taking because it was.
You know, it
so
actually
hot.
was.
Of course, I shouldn't be making excuses. No whining. And it
No,
was
no.
it was hot, and we were kind of on a discovery mission, looking for new places to photograph instead of back to the same old on Ventura
Right.
Boulevard.
Yep. And that's actually part of the challenge here,
Yeah.
is to find photo-worthy things that may be lurking right into your very own eyes, and you didn't notice. So we're out to kind of regroup on that scene.
And also, somebody somewhere in my distant past said, when you put a frame around it, it becomes a photograph. It's not that it's like you create the the balance and the imagery and the idea of what should be in the image.
Hmm.
But I think Duchamp said, if I call it art, it's art. If
Yeah.
we snap the shutter, whatever's within that rectangular space becomes the image.
Who's to say no?
Exactly. Yeah. We're avoiding sunsets for the most part. I don't. Of course, we're at the wrong time of day for sunsets. So
Yeah.
we're also avoiding sunrises.
Well, by the same token, if you're on a trip, let's say to Moab or someplace like that, a very touristy type destination, and you're at that famous arch,
Oh yeah.
you're
Yeah.
going to take a picture. You're going to complain that there's a million pictures. There's nothing I can do to make this picture any different.
Mhm.
But you'll take it. And, truth be told, if you're splitting hairs, it's not like anybody else's unless they took the same picture at the same moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Standing
unique.
in your very footprints.
So you should put your aspirations aside sometimes and just shoot what you like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. There are people who go in the footsteps of Ansel Adams and stand at the very place he stood and wait. They hope for the very same atmospheric conditions and lighting, and then they take the picture he took, and I guess it's kind of like a pilgrimage.
Yeah,
You know,
I would do that.
homage to the master. Yeah.
I would do that. And, there's a couple of channels on YouTube that, do my shot. So I took this picture, duplicate it. It's good for you. Learn from that.
That's it's a form of geocaching. Didn't we talk about geocaching?
Yeah, geocaching. Use your GPS to go find these little treasures out in the woods and stuff. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Don't sometimes?
Photo caching.
Yeah, sometimes your your best photos. Well, there's people. Macro photographers would be the classic case for this. They go out in their backyard and they take a picture of a bug on their patio.
Yeah.
And it's a great photo. You don't have to go to, far out. Well, we're trying to prove that. Whether or not Harry and I are on a little bit of a time constraint on Wednesdays. We got a couple hours to get there, take pictures, and get back. So it's been an interesting challenge sometimes. Sometimes we don't find, a whole bunch of pictures that we like. However, I will say that when we get them back and look at them after a couple of days,
Yeah.
there's usually something in there in just about all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I look through mine and I say, wow, I didn't think these would all work.
Yeah, I went back through a couple of our old our first on the loose video was at the Universal City, and we were thinking, where's the art here?
Yeah.
But there's some pretty good pictures. If you're so inclined, go check out Kurt's camera on YouTube, which was our first iteration of this channel before Snap It Brothers. Anyway, the photography thing is such an interesting thing because it's so personal. It's like golf in some way. You're really only competing against yourself. But there's so much to learn. Even when you feel like the well is dry, there's plenty of water down there.
That's an interesting metaphor. So we don't want to fall in the well and drown.
No, don't fall in. There are precautions to be made. All right, what do we have here? We got, Snap It Brothers stickers. SnapItBrothers.com. Just give me your mailing address and your name. I'll send you some stickers. Oh, don't forget the merch. Hats again this week. I'm getting tired of looking at those hats.
Not me.
But I'm due for another one.
I am, yeah. And I'm reminded, Bob, if you're listening, that I need to order one for you. And I'll go ahead on my own recognizance and order you one of everything else we have.
Get him a golf shirt. I got a golf shirt. I'm not wearing it now, but I got a golf shirt with Snap It Brothers on it. It's a really nice shirt.
Yeah, I was thinking of that this morning. I want to be able to emulate you and wear my Snap It Brothers golf shirt
Your
on the show.
Your Snap It Brothers uniform.
Yeah, right.
Oh, uniform. I don't like that word. Any rate, well, I guess that's about it, Harry.
Well, Kurt, it's been.
Hasn't it?
Yeah,
brother. I was so busy yapping away. I hope I didn't overdo it, but I didn't even drink all my coffee.
We don't have to go off air if you want to continue drinking your coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, how about those Dodgers?
By the
All
way,
right.
weather report. We're in the midst of a hurricane.
Oh yeah, for those of you watching
Yeah.
in faraway lands, we are having a hurricane today.
Emergency.
Oh, Merchathon!
Now you're
Now
talking.
you talk. Now, okay, we'll talk, Bob.
Yeah, right. Man, at noon, I'll probably be hungry for lunch, so we have to stop. But but
I'll
yeah,
be.
hurricane report. The rain started here in Burbank on cue at about 7 o'clock, and
Yeah,
it's been
I woke up this morning. It'd been raining, so we'll see how
yeah
much wind and water we get. Come on, Hillary, give us a break here, will you?
yeah really.
All right.
We're checking your emails.
Yeah. Time to go.
Yeah, let's get out of here quick.
All right. Nice to see you, Harry. See you in a couple of days.
Yeah, you will. Okay, take care. Have
All
a good
right. Bye,
one.
everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and all that.
Merch.
Merch.